y'all are.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Interesting. Hey, EJ,
Yeah.
are we live yet?
Let me get
No,
out.
I
Yeah.
was gonna ask him.
Yeah, we live.
We are.
Yeah. Again, y'all, want to apologize. Facebook acting crazy. Turn your phone down, whoever got the phone on, so you don't hear the echo. Um, Shout out to Lori showing up. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate all what we going through. You guys sticking with us, man. For those who do and those who continue to come through, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who watches, no matter when you watch or when you look at it. We will be having to have a serious discussion about maybe moving this to a different platform because we can't continue to do this. Can't, y'all know what's up. Now, yeah, I'm supposed to put their phone down, and then mine was the one that was up. It was me. It was me. All right, so look, all right, we got a few people back on now. So, like I was saying, we were talking about Lady Breeze, what she has going on, her books, Journey of a Long Walk, and the other one is
Point me to poetry.
Point Me to Poetry. All right, so I've requested a special poem,
Yeah,
and this poem hits everybody. So, if you're in your feelings, if you one of those ones that be in your feelings, you know what I'm saying, you might want to leave.
Or you might be the main one who needs
Or
to
you,
hear it.
did you hear that?
Yeah.
You might want to stay. You might can work on yourself. All right.
It's all right to work on yourself. I'm not a love poem poet. What I am is the quiet time in the middle of a tense moment. Every word runs around your head screaming to be heard, but silence is the answer. Breathe. I'll close doors and I'll swing blows on pen and pad, and if I had just a few more seconds of anger, I would gather at my notepad for understanding. I incite light to dim futures of children lost to this new society life. Babies that will never understand the power behind words because their words have been drowned out by fashion. You see, reading to your seeds is now clashing with the bad girls clubs and the real housewives of Atlanta, but real housewives do not exist. So I'll clear pathways for days that seem to go on so long, so wrong, not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel clearly, but yes, you will hear me, and I'll turn the volume up just a little louder to even make visions brighter. Feel me. I am that passion.
Rewind that. I need you to rewind that. Go ahead, rewind that. Come on. Because I think they missed that.
How you gonna direct her poem? Okay.
You don't know how it go. She know what I'm talking about.
Hold on. I'll rewind.
Thank you.
I'll rewind. Which part did you want me to rewind?
Go back. Two stanzas. Two.
Oh, you hit me. Where was I? Okay, here we go. I am the teenage boy who practices night after night, knowing that he could get out of any hood. No, I didn't. I didn't rewind.
Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Rewind.
Just keep going. Go
All
ahead.
right. Real housewives don't exist. I'll clear pathways for days that seem to go on so long, so wrong, not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel clearly, but yes, you will hear me, and I'll turn the volume up just a little louder to even make visions brighter. Feel me. I am that passion in a teenage boy who practices night after night, knowing that he could get out of any hood as long as his jump shot is right. Not having someone there to teach him right, to realize that if he would just write, he could be anything that he liked. You see, what they don't tell him is not all ball players are making it and not all rappers are making meals, but getting your degree will actually pay those same bills. I'll yell for the voices silenced in a closet, scared to set free of his actions because of the reactions from everyone else. But if you have rocks thrown in glass houses and we all stayed in glass houses, then we would all be homeless. I am that dad that gave up everything he had to pay that child support up. But that baby mama don't support him, girl. So this is the only way he can live by looking in the eyes of his child whose eyes are full of disappointment because moms don't mind putting him in grown-up arguments, but I'll provoke movement. In the greatest movement on the scene, spoken words heard and believing a change is going to come, so I'll come to the mic and strip away high walls. I'll spit words with rocks that David threw, and who knew that I could impact just a few. My grandmother and mother did, always keeping me in good spirits, but my work is not through because I repair mindsets that have been set on automatic failure. A driving force in progress, a promoter for success. I am that mother who struggles to bring up my little men in hopes that my little men won't adhere to the 2 strikes already given, instead giving his baby boys a reason to believe in who he is, but how he lives. Yes, mommy did. Walking with God has always been the safest path. And yes, my journey has been full of demands, but with the strength of Spartans, I'll challenge you. Do something out of the normal, like be original. I am words formed to entice thought. I am poetry in motion, and my focus will always be improving this world one stage at a time. But my critics, please pay attention. There is always a calm before the storm. They call me Lady Breeze for a reason. No thank yous needed. What I'll do is just show you the definition of a true hurricane season. Thank you.
Yeah.
EJ, I ain't know you could throw that rewind in there while we was doing this thing live. Now, I didn't know we could do that. Now, I wasn't ready for you to, if you want me to do show stuff, you would have to let me stand up, get on my feet and move around.
Understood.
You got it though. You got into it.
yeah, I got to
Damn,
do that.
you on direct.
Yeah.
Well, he did it.
Well,
Yeah.
see, what y'all don't understand
He felt that.
is
He loved it.
that's common when a special
Yes.
line hits,
Yes.
and if you don't feel that
Yes.
it was listened to or heard correctly,
You say
the
rewind.
crowd says rewind.
Yes.
That is a part of
Yes.
that word.
poetry word.
So I apologize
Yeah.
to the audience if they didn't know that, and for those, I apologize.
And just to
Goddamn,
add to
so they
that, you gotta really say it with your chest. Like you gotta be like rewind and like hit it. Like, but when you're in those arenas and you're getting a feel of it and the flow of it, like it flows a lot better. Like you did catch me off guard. I wasn't thinking you was gonna do it.
My bad.
No, you was
My
good.
bad.
No, that was my bad. That's my professional bad because I should have known that anybody could throw a monkey wrench at any time.
What that nigga known best for is throwing a monkey wrench.
Now, so your homie, and when I say the comment, you gonna already know who said it.
Okay.
Is that she still got a little dick though?
He know mine bigger than his. He know mine 2 inches from the ground. He stuck with that little joint he got. He stuck with that little guy.
You know he's talking about, man. You know that's Wayne, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because he's short and that's short. That's his fault. That's why he be mad about it. Yeah. You're welcome. You're still my son.
Teach him.
I'm the only one that can tell him that. So don't nobody go in the comments talking junk because listen, I'm coming for your neck. That's my brother. Like, let him be. Yeah.
That's her brother.
She
She can say that.
I can say what I want.
You getting claps and everything, man. Look at
tell him I appreciate it.
Look,
Much love. Much love.
I consider you to be one of the most overall talented people in this area, and I'm gonna tell you that.
I appreciate
and I don't when
Thank
I
you
give
for giving
props,
me my flowers. I
give
appreciate
you
that.
while you're alive,
Yeah.
and I don't blow no smoke up nobody's ass because you don't give me nothing. I don't give you nothing.
Facts.
But we just mutual symbiosis
Absolutely.
in this motherfucker.
Absolutely.
You can, I've seen you host. You're
Yeah,
funny, naturally funny.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate that.
saying? I've seen you do this. You got a swagger about you. You know what I'm saying?
I try.
Cool to hang around.
Facts.
I love people being around people like you. I can feed off y'all energy. And I can be
Man.
myself, and y'all let me be me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So when I get a little wild, you know what I'm saying. You already know it's come out. That's just EJ. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? We're gonna have a fun, just like Doug. We was on that chair. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he had a
We
great
have a
time.
little fun. You know what I'm
He had a
saying?
great time.
Nothing wrong with that. So we got to get into the conversational piece that they normally expect from us. So we're gonna talk about friendships.
Ooh,
Aha.
frenemies.
And we're gonna talk about, in particularly, the first round is going to be
friendships
in the workplace. In the workplace. All right. Good or bad? Necessary evil? What? Well, you know what I'm saying? What? So I don't want to start off because I know I be a little extra sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, how you feel about friendships in the workplace.
Who, me?
I'm Miss Angel.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think the question was friendship in a workplace, good or bad. I think it can be both. It can have the possibility of being both. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. Like but really, it's a lot of things to focus on. But let's go on the pros or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing, to be. Personally, I think besides doing the research, I think it's always a good thing to like build camaraderie, with your coworkers. With your bosses, but it kind of differs when it comes to the bosses and the, human resources, the people that hire and fire people. That's a little bit different, because it comes with like other expectations, other consequences, and different things like that. But it's always good when you're trying to build camaraderie so that people can get along in the workplace, So I mean, it can be good, it can be bad, it can be used for the positive or the negative on it. It can actually turn a workplace into a toxic environment. So you have to be careful, with that, and it's something that you can really tread the line with. I mean, but ultimately, you will want to get along with all of your coworkers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what I think personally. I can come back and tell you the research that I've done and the stats and whatever, after.
Okay. What about you, Miss Breeze?
I do think that there are pros and cons. The reason that I think that there are pros and cons is mainly based off of people not understanding the professional level of just because we're friends doesn't mean that I'm not going to be professional. I've incurred this on numerous occasions because I'm in every aspect professional. If you hire me to do some type of job, regardless of whatever realm it may be in, I am going to uphold what you asked me and you're paying me to do. Now, in the event that you're paying me to do something and I tell you that this is what needs to be done, this is how it should be done, that's me professionally looking out for you. In the event that you think that it's going to cause some type of friction because you're not doing something accurately and you get offended as my friend because you cannot be professionally critiqued, then I cannot trust that you are actually my friend. Us working together doesn't negate the fact that you have to maintain a professional stature. Us working together. When we leave, we can kick it, hang out, shoot it, blow it, bop. We can bop. However, when I am entertained, if I am in a professional setting and I'm doing my work and my work is being affected by your lack thereof, and I come to you and I say something to you and you get offended by it as opposed to you taking it as constructive criticism, sometimes people aren't able to differentiate that line between a friend and a coworker. Now, do I think the morale is necessary for you to be friendly in those settings? I don't think that everyone should be friends in a coworker setting. I don't think that you should be friends. I do think that you can be friendly. Don't excuse that for, I'm going to watch your back and do half your work. I'm not going to do that. That means, hi, good morning. I hope you're having a great day. Have your great day. Your great day should not infringe on me having a great day because you want to do piss poor performances. I can't work like that. However, I will maintain a professional level. So I think it can be a pros and cons as long as people are willing to do their work and know that when we are here in this professional setting, we're here in this professional setting. When we leave, the friendship portion matters most. And I think that's where people tend to kind of like blur the lines.
Hey, I'm with you 100%. Yeah. Good morning, King, man. What's going on with you? Good morning, Miss Walker. How you doing? Good morning, Miss Foster. How you doing? All right, so I'm glad you came in and you said that all eloquently and everything like that. So I don't got to be that person today. I get to be me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah,
fuck it. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Fuck it. All right? I'm going to tell y'all
I didn't know we could use those words. I've been all reserved.
I mean, I be using them. I ain't supposed to. The last 2-3 days, I haven't. You know, I'm trying to work on it.
Yeah.
However, ain't nobody here today. You know what I'm saying? I got the key. I'm the one today in this motherfucker. But anyway, all right, so
That's
look.
good stuff.
I'm going to be real.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real with y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. I love friendships. I love having, you know what I'm saying, people. You know what I'm saying? But look, I don't like working with my friends, man. I don't be real with you. Okay, so I don't mind acquaintances. Yeah. I don't mind us hanging out from time to time, especially because like what we do here, we got to be at a lot of spots.
Yeah.
So I'm more friendlier with people here because we got to be at a lot of different places and stuff like that. But normally on my job, bro, you do what you do, I'm gonna do what I do, and we get it done. Cause I don't got time for your mess and your drama and your stuff. Cause see, when people are friends, a lot of time they want you to always agree with them. So like you were saying, we get to a situation where I know you wrong, but you want me to uphold you in your wrong. We at work, bro. I'm getting paid for this. I'm not going to uphold you when you wrong. Then you going to want to hit the friendship when we leave out the door. No, I ain't talking about you. You know what I'm saying? First of all, let me do this. First of all, this ain't to nobody. But she looking because me and her have known each other for 20 plus years, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So we got different little dynamic and stuff. We know each other since we was kids, so that's different. You like my little sister that, you know what I'm saying, whatever, cool. That's a whole different thing. So I'm not talking about you at all. But you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't mind the friendships and stuff like that. And like I said, here is different because of the dynamic. But if it's a real, this ain't a real job. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I'm just saying. I get to have fun. I get to be me.
It's not a
I get to
traditional
do.
job.
It's not traditional. That's so. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not included here. But if I'm at a desk job or I got to be out here teaching when I was teaching kids or when I was doing whatever stuff like, nah, man, I won't hang with you. I won't go to the club with you. I don't want to see you that many hours of the damn day. First of all, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you knowing my business. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you in that because when we working and people say something smart. Now we at that situation. Then you think you can come to my house and talk to me about something. Then you want to talk about work. I don't want to talk about work. I'm at home. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. So that's all that. So we saying the same thing. You just saying it in a much eloquent way. Yeah, damn. I'm need you to be my replacement.
Because some people just really, it bothers me real time. Like I've had instances where I was like, friends, like I consider them real friends, and the moment my professionalism, I won't even say soared above them. Okay, yes I will. Yeah, I will. The moment my professionalism soared above theirs, they were, instead of congratulating, they were threatened by it. So
I gotta give y'all these stats because what y'all are talking about ties in
see what I'm saying?
with these stats.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, hit it.
Oh, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. So the moment it's soared above theirs, and people don't know how, if they're jealous hearted, like they don't know how to congratulate you as your friend. They don't know how to be like, you are dope. You man strength of your link. So instead of them being able to open their minds and be like, okay, I'm gonna learn something from you. I'm gonna learn because I give information because I attain so much. So in order for me to be able to receive other information to elevate, I have to be able to relinquish what I have learned thus far to someone else on the uprise. In order for me to relinquish that, I gotta be willing to give that information up. And either you're gonna accept it and allow me to elevate, or I'm gonna give it to somebody else because I'm still gonna elevate. That shoe gonna be sitting stagnant. Like
But you my friend. You supposed to bring me up with you. No, you bring yourself
You bring
up.
yourself
Let's go
up.
together. Look at my work ethic or my whatever
That's
that I
it.
got going on
That's
that's
it.
getting me these awards,
That's it.
and you come and emulate it.
That's it.
Imitation is the finest
It's
form
a
of flattery. I'm not mad at
finest.
you getting
I'm not.
getting it
I'm
in.
not. So people don't know how to actually do that, and then take it as, and then give you your flowers and be like, nah, man, I got that from Breeze. I don't know
they gonna do
nobody
that.
who's gonna be like, oh, I got that from Breeze. They're not gonna say that. They're gonna take it and then try to make it theirs, and then be like, oh, I did this. And then the majority of the time, I've saved so many face cards because guess what I don't do? Tell my side. Oh, okay. Again, my professional level will always elevate. It's like,
Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Okay, just hear the whole point out first. So remember when King came on the show, right? You know what I'm saying? Hear the whole point out first. You know what I'm saying? What did he say? He gave you your props and said, I learned from her. She brought me in. And you know what I'm saying? We need more people like that. You know what I'm saying? That will give the flowers of somebody.
Right.
No matter if you done got into it, no matter if you best friends, no matter if you whatever.
Right.
We need people who will give people their honor and their due.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of respect for that young man in that 1 to 2 sentences that he did. Because he ain't had to come in here and do that.
Right.
He had to speak about nothing to nobody that's done brought him or gave him any information or nothing like that. And that's just what, whether friends or not, we need more people like that. I wanted to get that out there, man.
I agree with that.
It's true.
Yeah. What's the stats?
Yeah, let me hear. We gotta hear these
It's all
stats.
great.
Okay, yeah, because you guys were relating to a lot of what the stats, the studies, and the statistics say. Well, first of all, 97% of people in the workplace say that they are happier. You know what I'm saying? They are able to, do their work better. They're able to come in and enjoy everything, if, they have a great friendship or a great bond with their coworkers, right? So those who have best friends at work are 7 times more likely to be engaged in their jobs, better at engaging customers, and produce a higher quality work, right? But I want to focus. It was a couple of things I want to go towards the cons, because a couple of things that you guys said directly, corresponded with what the stats were saying. Okay, so one of the disadvantages or whatever of having friendships or whatever is unhealthy competition, like what you were saying, right? So, for example, if one person got promoted to another position before their friends had, it could be a lot of animosity. It can be a lot of animosity, just a lot of, and it can actually turn out into a toxic, environment. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, if you have a person with a good mindset, they will understand that it will challenge them to do better so they can get a promotion as well. But a lot of times that does not happen. You know what I'm saying? Like another one is okay, it can cause disruption, right? So you have a friendship in the workplace, okay? And although it's great or whatever to work together, you know what I'm saying? And although it's a lot of cons to where, if you have a good friendship in the workplace, it's easier for you to finish a product, for example, because say if your coworker is better at getting resources for something that you're on a project with, and you guys are coworkers, you're friends, okay, I got you, bam, here you go. You know what I'm saying? In other cases, if you don't have that bond, you can't get those extra resources, or you have to do it by yourself. But in the cons case, it will actually be to where, for example, you're expecting what you were talking about earlier, right? So if someone has a product or has a project that's going to them, and they just absolutely expect you to give your help. Give your expertise because you're better at it. But you're also working on another project yourself. You know what I'm saying? And they just really expect for you, okay, well, this is my friend.
I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna help you first.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She would put it down. She would help you first. She would sacrifice her job and her task to help me first, and that's unfair. That's a way of, but a lot of times people take advantage of that.
Yes.
So you have to watch the different personalities. You see what I'm saying? So you have people that will take advantage of it at certain times to only help them in their position, even if they know that you have to sacrifice. For example, if you're a boss, for example, or if you're the person that's hiring someone, it's kind of harder to critique them. Because they could take it personally,
right?
And so you have to actually dress yourself down before you even come to them to critique them, because you're having to think, okay, exactly, is it going to mess with our personal relationship when we step outside these office doors,
Right?
Okay, so that's where I want to step in right there in that exact sentence. That's why human resources and bosses, you should never be friends with them, ever. I think that hinders you, potentially can hinder you from doing your job.
You know what?
Because as a human resources person, your job is somebody comes to you with, let's say, sexual harassment. Somebody comes to you with stealing on the job. Somebody comes to you with egregious things. Your job is to handle that. Right. You have to research. You have to go through. You have to look at the investigate. You got to look at what is these standards and procedures. Right. Now that's your friend. You trying to sweep under the rug type stuff, or that's your enemy.
Unless you're
you
professional.
can make a big. You can make a small problem.
Unless you're
bigger.
Professional. Unless you're professional. Like I said, people don't know how. And the crazy thing is, I've been a human resource manager before. Legit. I've legit been a human resource manager before. And I was friends with a couple of the people that I worked with. However, in the event that they stepped out of line, I was actually harder on them, because as my friend, it's, oh, God forbid if I actually got you in the door.
Yes.
No, you're messing up my reputation. You see what I'm saying? So actually, I'm going to be harder, because you're going to catch it. You're going to get rolled up at work. And then as soon as we get off the people clock, I'm on your head.
Yeah, and that's the reason.
Because
why.
at the end, because at the end of the day, like, let me tell you something. When you're stepping out on a limb for people, and you putting yourself out there for people, and they piss on you stepping out there for them, no, that's disrespectful on a whole different level that I don't play with. Like, if I'm telling somebody, like I said, if I'm telling these people I work for you, if I said I work for you, and it's rare, because if I don't really like to do that too tough. That's why I made my own avenues.
Mm-hmm.
But if I work for you and you say I'm going to pay you this to do this, guess what I'm going to do? Family, friend, or foe. If you in trouble because you've stepped out of the line of the standard SOP, well, you in trouble. And then I'm coming at your neck as soon as we get up out of here.
Now that's
Exactly.
that's your character.
That's my
okay.
integrity.
That's your integrity.
And-
Now,
Period.
don't ever expect people to do the same thing that you do.
Exactly.
And I
All
wouldn't.
right. So
But you gotta.
the normal, in my opinion,
Yeah.
normal people
Not normal people.
ain't gonna. I'm gonna be real. You abnormal. You know what I'm saying? You abnormal. You can be upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? That's abnormal.
Yeah.
Normal niggas,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like, that's my nigga.
Yeah.
If he ain't do something super crazy, sweep it under the rug.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. And
How they learn.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, like, that's why it's discouraged for bosses or human
Yeah.
resources, especially when they're teaching you, you know, about this. Because I'm actually qualified for human resources, right?
Right.
And that's what I'm currently trying. That's why I want to get a job for human resources. You know, but they teach you. You know, it's discouraged to do that.
Yes.
No, it's very, very discouraged to do that because it puts you in a lot of uncomfortable and possible unpredictable and unprofessional situations. You know, so it's highly discouraged. You know, to do it that way because as a human resource person or personnel, you're supposed to be friendly.
Yeah.
No,
Friendly.
friendly. It's a difference.
it.
You see what I'm
Friendly, I
saying?
said
Friendly.
that. Yeah.
I want my human resources mean. I want them to
Well, you
not
supposed to be
with
relatable,
nobody.
you know.
The
Oh,
best
they gonna
teachers
be-
I ever had, the best teachers I ever had in my life was the ones that was mean to everybody.
They weren't
that
mean.
mean every.
They weren't
They
mean.
were-
They,
were
they was
stern.
across the board
They
mean.
were stern,
You know,
though.
okay,
Across the board.
whatever word you want to use, mean, stern,
Because
asshole.
mean make it ugly.
you know
Mean
what I'm
make it
saying?
ugly. See, that's why people see word usages.
You know what I'm saying?
Word usages.
Yeah.
matter. Stern doesn't
Stern.
mean that they mean. That just mean I mean what I said. Like
Yeah.
I said what I said.
To me as that 10-year-old
He
child,
said-
you know what I'm saying, and as that 35-year-old grown ass
Look,
man,
who hurt you?
I say they was mean.
Who hurt you?
That bitch was mean as fuck, and so was that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So look, they was mean, motherfucker, but they was the best one.
Yeah. But
they
because
were mean to
everybody was across the board.
Across the
Now
board.
they was overboard on the punishment to me,
Yeah.
but everybody got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They come in there, sit down, shut up. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna sit down and shut up?
I'm talking about the first words you hear from the teacher. They sit down, shut up.
What was that?
I ain't never get in no trouble in that class, you know, because you knew they wasn't playing. You know what I'm saying? Now you got them other teachers want to play around with you, have favorites, and
Yeah.
that's my little teacher's head, and
Yeah.
da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I can stand them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm me all the time. I was
That's it.
this nigga I was that at 10 years old. So, of course,
You
I
can
rub
tell.
people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So, but... That's why I needed the mean teachers.
Yeah.
Everybody. Oh, we all gonna get into this motherfucker.
I wouldn't have got far if I wouldn't have mean teachers.
Yeah, shit. So that's why I love that.
Oh,
I need
man.
my human resources
Yeah.
fair and mean across the board.
Yeah.
If we all gonna get fired on the first strike, we all gonna get fired on the first strike. You know what I'm saying? Not he gets 7 strikes, I can only get 1. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I need the extra strikes. This is how I am normally. You know what I'm saying? The booty was big. It just kept walking past me. She bent over in front. Why did she drop the pen in front of me and she didn't want me to touch it? You know what I'm saying? Then they gonna be like,
So she just
sir,
the pen on purpose.
sir, yes. Why she always drop her pen when she walk past my desk? She always drop something. She wanted me to touch.
She want-
Come on, man. I know, I'm just playing. But y'all try to cancel me again. Oh, he a rapist. He already. I'm just joking. These just jokes.
You said you'd rather get reprimanded than to not take it.
I had to smack it. I had to, yo.
I take the consequences.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would deal with the consequences of my actions. You know what I'm saying? No problem.
Your job.
You about to lose your job.
Oh my God.
I start singing it before I do it. I already know. Be out there in them clubs and stuff, and they be, oh, hey, EJ. I'm about to get fired. About to get the boys through that.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God. Man, When the
You know
Navy
what?
was shaking that night, that was going through my head. Don't get fired, dog. You know you out here representing Sam Mosin. Just leave alone. Leave alone, dog. Go on. Then they try. Oh, you know they tried to cancel me a couple weeks ago.
You got canceled?
Yeah, man. Let me tell
It
you.
was just one disgruntled
I
person.
said Will Smith would have committed suicide if he was at my high school because everybody would have clowned on him. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he too sensitive.
You know what? Can I say something about that? Can I just put a point on that right there though?
Go ahead.
For 30 years, if not longer, this man has been an outstanding man. Black man. Let me say that. Let me make sure this is prevalent.
Okay.
Black man. He has been an outstanding black man. From his music with no cursing in it that had encouragement into it as a black man.
He was still talking about hitting him though. At the end of the day,
my God.
he was still talking about hitting him.
You see, you gonna always have somebody to
But
pick
in the
little-
same
In the
aspect-
back of the car seat.
In the same
Yeah, been
aspect,
over. Hey.
he was a black man. He was still a black man. You understand what I'm saying? However, this black man not only became a billionaire himself, but he made billionaires. Like all his kids are like they make money.
He's still
You
a
understand what I'm
nigger.
saying?
He's still a
And
nigger
then
at the
his
end of the
What's
day.
wrong with that?
But you know
That's
what?
Beautiful.
But do you want to be niggas or do you want to be white? Like, what do y'all want black men to do? Like, at this point, though, we're allowing the socialites of colonizers to tear down every black man that has actually done something that is prevalent for our community in the forefront.
Like Bill Cosby.
Like God forbid Bill Cosby. Like Bill
Like R.
Cosby,
Kelly.
R. Kelly. Like, let me tell you something. R. Kelly was a victim who became a victimizer. At the end of the day, someone never protected him.
All right, hold on.
And it's a vicious.
I've been
that's
touched.
true.
I've been touched before. I don't go around touching on people now,
Okay,
so
now
I can't do that.
guess what? Because
You know what I'm saying?
everyone doesn't have
You know what I'm
that
saying?
thought process. But in the
they
same
don't.
aspect,
And it's
think about it now.
unfortunate.
Hugh Hefner died free. What's
Harvey
old boy name?
Weinstein.
He died free.
Harvey
On the
Weinstein
run.
in jail, man.
On the run. The
Okay.
Oscars gave a whole child pedophile an Oscar, and he's still on the run. He can't even come into the States. But
But guess what though? He
Alan,
can attend the Oscars,
Woody
can't he?
Allen.
He still can attend the
he
Oscars.
yes, he can.
Okay.
He sure can.
Okay.
And he is a wanted pedophile. Like, so all I'm saying is all rules should apply across the board. However, what we do as a community is they start pointing fingers at him, and then we start pointing all 10 at him. And then so we're not going to cancel Will Smith. Don't cancel Will Smith.
I'm not.
Instead of them
All right,
standing-
hold on.
He don't like that. He don't like that.
I'm not gonna cancel him. But
No.
wrong is wrong no matter what.
Bruh.
I am not going to.
Okay.
I'm not gonna act like what
Okay.
you did went wrong because you don't go around and put your hands on nobody.
I,
You
did,
know
I
what I'm
never,
saying?
what I never said was that he wasn't wrong. Now, did he feel like he was right in that moment protecting his wife? Yes, he did. I don't know no black women, well, anyway, that's actually in a real relationship that would not have wanted their man to operate in the very same manner.
Well,
now, the
I do,
thing is,
and I know
Let
plenty
me help
that thought that
finish.
he went too
so
far.
either you want to be
That he went way
argumentative.
too far.
Can you let her finish?
All I'm saying, he may have gone too far. But does the punishment fit the crime?
No, I don't agree with the punishment.
Because guess what? He got banned for 10 years. They have pulled billions of dollars of movies
Yeah,
that
I
he
brought
was
this up
supposed to be
yesterday.
doing.
Yeah.
Like, what is the why?
And
you know why?
Because just to make an example,
no, it ain't to make an example. It's to tear down another one of our moguls.
we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
They're making an example out of him that even when you do all of that and you try to be as close to them as possible,
They slept.
the rules are still different. And we were
did-
talking about
But
it.
he never wanted to be close to them.
I was just gonna say that.
He
Doesn't
really
mean
never
that.
did. Like he always Will. That's what I loved about Will Smith. He always was able to stand on his own outside of the box. So the movies that he brought to the big screens,
Wild
the
Wild
ones
West
that
is
he
garbage.
produced, Wild
I
Wild
liked
West.
it.
I loved Wild Wild
I
West.
liked it.
That's a
I
horrible
liked it.
movie.
I loved it.
That
love
shit
it. Body-
horrible. That movie
That's to
is
you.
horrible, y'all.
You had to been hating on him
That
because that body
movie-
was so
that
fine,
movie
guys.
is
But then you
horrible.
had
Ooh,
movies
Lord
like
Jesus.
so you
You
had
having a fine body don't mean
But
the movie
I'm just
good.
saying you might have been looking at them just in.
But
in
you
envy
had
or
movies
something.
like Wild Wild West, but then you had movies like Ali. You had
Yes,
movies like
yes.
Collateral
Yeah.
Damage. You had
I,
movies
Robot.
like
I
A
love
Pursuit
I,
of
Robot.
Happiness.
Hell, I even like Hitch.
So
you know what I'm saying?
I love Hitch.
You know what I'm saying?
So
That's one of the movies I put on.
look at everything that
Romantic.
he's done. You see what I'm saying? And then his one out of body experience in the public when he's been saying how important mental health is. Now he's an advocate for mental health, saying like, as a black man, you need to check on yourself, check on your mental. Women ain't doing it because Jada, she has left that man naked with his dick in the dirt. That's
Oh
what happened.
no, because they be defending her now. Don't
No,
do
no.
that. You gonna
I-
get counseled.
I don't care nothing about any of
That's
that.
just
like,
EJ. Don't pay no attention.
people been trying to cancel me for the last past 15
Ooh.
years right here in the Tri-City area. It ain't worked. And I'm still here. Hey.
Heller.
But what I'm saying is,
Well, mine just started.
what did he do, bro?
So I need your help.
He
What did he
defended
do,
a
bro?
black woman at
he
all
defended
costs.
his woman, like, and he was like,
No, well,
I'm
no,
finna
what he
risk it
did.
all.
No, see,
In his
that
mindset-
narrative,
in his mindset,
that
you
narrative right there is some bullshit,
No, it
and I'm gonna
wasn't.
say it.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
your
some
opinion.
bullshit. You know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
that's your opinion.
Okay, and this is my platform. I'm gonna give it. You know what I'm saying? Just
Frank
like
platform.
she is too.
You know
what? I'm
what?
saying?
The way you just
So
threw
you
your
know what I'm
tantrum.
saying? So that's so.
I can say
so
what I
let me-
want.
So let me let you know. You should not have.
It's just I can say what I want.
He should not have hit that man at the end of the day, or you could have did it after the fact.
Nah,
Behind,
let me ask
because
you
you
a
know
question.
that
So
day
can I
was
ask you
for
a question?
him.
Can I ask
Now
you a question?
nobody's paying
Can I ask
attention
you a question?
to the fact that.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Let me ask you a real question, real fast.
Go
Put this
ahead.
in perspective. You got a homeboy, right? You talk
Mm-hmm.
to that homeboy. You and that homeboy kicking in, and he say something out the way about your wife. You tell your homeboy, "Hey man, listen, don't do that." And it's private, it's quiet, it's quaint. Even though your homeboy was loud and disrespectful with it. Now you tell him that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your homeboy does it again. Now is he in front of billions this time? Now is he now disrespecting you, or is he disrespecting your lady? If
both.
you done already said it, no, it's
Do not
him.
put
Because
your
let me tell you why.
hands on somebody
Let me tell you
for
why
words.
he now had disrespected that man. He disrespected that man because that man went to that man and told that man, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." Already, he had already said it. Now
that I can't verify.
yeah,
I've heard that.
I can verify it.
Yeah.
I got
can't
the
verify that.
videos. I
Good.
got the videos, so I can verify that. So they actually had conversations previously from 2016 from his incident of calling Jada out. Now
In front of billions.
In front of billions
And
again.
the Oscars, the same platform.
And he pulled him aside. Now you went to talk about something that's medically wrong with her, and they be like, "Oh, alopecia ain't nothing." Let me tell you why alopecia is something. Black women have been crucified for their hair for hundreds of years.
He don't care about.
Y'all gonna come up with every excuse
That's not an
but why this
excuse.
man
Really
you
not.
don't
That is
put your
not an
hands on
excuse.
nobody
Facts.
for jokes. You
That's
don't
facts.
put your
Not a joke.
That's
you,
facts.
you
He
don't
is
put your hands
defending herself.
you don't
Facts.
put your hands on nobody for jokes. Okay?
it
They
wasn't
are
a joke.
jokes.
It wasn't a joke.
You know what I'm
Him
saying?
and the
Now, just
Oscars
because
have
you
been
took it
targeted.
wrong does not mean that they're not jokes.
It
You know what
wasn't
I'm
a
saying?
joke. It
So
wasn't a
now
joke. It was not-
anybody can go up and knock a comedian out because he say something that you don't like. Now.
No, that's
you
not-
know
You
what I'm
totally
saying?
ignoring the history.
I'm not
of
the
everything.
history. You don't hit
It-
nobody. You don't.
Okay, and
you
you
keep your
don't
hands to
go
yourself.
around
You know what I'm saying? We getting mad at these young
Everybody
boys that's out here
somebody
shooting and
did it to
beating up
Ebony.
folks and everything. You
At
know what I'm
least they hit
saying?
him and didn't shoot him.
And you know what I'm saying? And
They ain't
we get
fighting.
mad at them. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
problem.
At least they
People not
fighting.
taking up for
You know
black
what I'm saying?
women,
So
and they feel like
it's not
it's
about
okay for
taking
black
up
women
for a
to
black
be
woman.
disrespected.
That's
Yeah,
not.
it is.
That's the
Yes,
more. That's
it's
the
okay.
people get on their high horses and they more argument to try to have something
not a high
to say.
horse.
You know what I'm saying? That man.
all
that,
the people that's
that man is
against
feeling
African
embarrassed about his
American
whole
women in the world
situation and he
today.
took it out on somebody else. That was not about.
No.
That was
That
was
he didn't
open
Jada.
his mouth
That
on
was
that
Jada
platform.
looked at him and said pretty much said go.
Yeah, that's presumptuous, but
You know what I'm saying?
that's presumptuous.
She looked at him and said go.
That's presumptuous.
He was laughing about it before.
So basically saying
Him
he
let-
do what? He tempted. That's what you're saying.
That's what he's saying.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just because he's
Oh,
taking
so you
up
want me to
for
say that?
his
So
black
that's what you want me to say?
That's your opinion, but that's his
That's what I'm saying.
opinion.
You know what I'm saying?
That's his
That's your
opinion.
That's what you want me to say.
Like,
What?
At the end of the
Well,
day, at the end of the day,
you gonna do?
You know
I
what I'm saying?
think all of Columbus know you can't come out your neck sideways about my wife, and I don't care who you are. Like that could be you could.
And
I
probably
don't-
not about your wife
you
either.
can't
EJ.
You
go
can't
put
come-
your hands
Will
on
Smith
somebody
is held to another
just
standard.
because
That's the point.
you just
said what I
because they
said.
said something.
I said what I said.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
And I
And
second
then
that.
when you
I
do
agree.
that, and then there are consequences to your actions.
My
You
black
know what I'm
woman
saying?
protected.
And, but he,
And there should be, whether black or white, that part is another subject. But
Yeah.
he still did something
talk
wrong.
about Jim Carrey coming on stage
when
and
when, these,
sexually
when black
assaulting
people
someone.
Can I
do
ask you a
something
question?
wrong.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a real question real fast? And what part of my statement did I say that he was right? Because you're arguing a point I didn't make. What I said was specifically was the only thing he was doing, whether right or wrong, was protecting his wife. Now, the route that he took,
Protection
it might,
isn't always hitting somebody.
and again, you're making a point that I never made. I never made it. What I
You're
said
saying he's
was-
protecting her,
No,
right?
I am absolutely saying he.
And I'm
protected
saying
her.
there's
what I'm saying
better
is
ways.
You never know how
Yeah, I
far
really
a
tried to put him to the
person
side.
has been pushed. You never know how far a person has been pushed. Now think about it like this: of all the black men that have gotten away, because Will Smith is also stated because everyone thinks that he was the only one who didn't cheat. Well, Will Smith did cheat. Just like Jada Pinkett did cheat. They were also swingers. And on top of that, they were in the process of a divorce. So everybody started bringing Al Santana into it. Facts are the facts, though. But how the media has been spinning and just literally blowing this man's negative outbursts out of proportion is not okay. And for so many
slow
black
people.
men
So
to be,
assault
for so black,
is blown
so
out of
many,
proportion.
but guess what? Assault. They say assault. Now, he open hand slapped the piss out of Chris Rock. Now, did Chris Rock deserve that? Maybe, maybe not. Did Will Smith think in that moment that he did? Yes, he did. But does that mean that everyone has to try to blackball this man for this outburst? No, it doesn't.
They've been waiting.
They have been, I swear to God, they've been waiting. They've
They
been
hating.
looking for something because they have not been able to push no dirt on this man.
Well, he just
ever.
gave it to him.
You
He
see
still-
what I'm saying?
you
He's
wrong.
human, so
Well, you
what?
wrong.
People make mistakes.
Yeah,
He did.
yeah, and
He didn't give it to him.
Yeah,
Let me
and
tell you who did.
so tell
You know
that
who
to
did?
every child molester.
Our
Then,
community.
oh, I just did it one time. I'm human. It's a mistake.
No,
you know what I'm
that's not
saying?
the same. You cannot
Y'all want to
try-
put a morality on certain
Well, we
things.
can
It's
because
wrong.
we can go
It's-
to it
it's
because the
literally
Oscars
wrong.
did that with
Look,
Weinstein,
hey, man,
and they
hey,
let
man,
him keep
did.
He
it.
did that.
They did.
Okay, y'all
The
can give me.
Oscar did that with
when
Weinstein.
people go to jail, and other folks
Jim
don't go to
Carrey
jail for
came on
stuff.
stage
You know what I'm saying?
on the
That
aisle.
happens. You know what
Black
I'm saying?
people go to
You
jail
know
for
what I'm saying?
stuff.
So okay,
Black people
we
go to
can't
jail
use
for
the
stuff.
card every single time.
Black
The man did
people go
something
to jail
wrong
for
though.
stuff.
The man did something wrong.
Like
though, at the end of the
everybody
day.
have.
Legally, it's something wrong.
Like Jim
You get-
Carrey walked
get
on
it.
that
Legally, it's
stage
something
and
wrong.
sexually
If Chris
assaulted.
wanted to press charges, he could be in jail.
And he
You know what I'm
didn't.
saying? So he
And he
chose,
didn't.
so he got lucky in that. You know what I'm saying?
There have
But you
been-
have
You can't put your
haters ready to
hands on
jump
folks.
on.
I don't like what y'all saying. So we
somebody did that
let's
to
slap
Ebony-
each other now because I don't like what y'all saying.
You just said before. You just said.
I was saying slap each other 'cause I know
You
you're gonna
just
slap me
said-
back. I know
you
it's
just
coming.
said
So I'm not.
shows before that
So
if
I
somebody
don't like
did
what you're
that
saying.
to
So let's
Ebony-
slap each other now then.
You just said you would do that. You would defend Ebony
You know what I'm saying?
shows before, but you said but Will Smith was different. You
You know what
cannot
I'm saying?
hold him to.
No,
a
I
different
didn't. That's
standard.
you go back to the tape. I did not say that at
I
all.
never
What I said
said-
is I don't know
Again.
how I would have reacted in that situation.
I
You know
never
what I'm
would have
saying?
said it. I never would.
That's what I
I
would
can't-
say.
I cannot
But
say.
if I had did
I
it,
cannot say that.
then I
man
would have had
was
to take
wrong.
responsibility of my
Why-
actions.
Why can I say that man was wrong? Because in that moment,
He ain't whining about it.
that man did what he wanted to do, and after he did it, he went and checked himself into a rehabilitation center. So instead of people seeing that this man is literally on the verge of breaking, because at the end of the day, what we're not respecting is black men and them actually now having a voice to say, I have a mental concern that
Yeah.
I need to address. People don't see the importance of someone literally as a black man who is always, you're supposed to be strong. You're taught not to cry. You're taught that if you cry, you weak. You gotta take everything on your shoulders. And these people, because they're billionaires and they got so much money, that should mean that they don't have nothing they have to worry about. That is bull crap. Like, it's bull crap. So instead of people saying, oh man, y'all, we need to be praying for this man. He going through some stuff.
Yeah, we can do that.
Everybody, no, but people can't, because people can't get past their opinion of how they felt, how wrong he was, and then
I'm
not
saying
you.
I don't agree.
See,
I
let me
mean,
tell you
I don't
how-
agree with the punishment that he got.
I ain't saying
And I
that
can
you
I can
do.
be honest with that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I think
just-
it's way too far.
I'm just saying that they're not actually putting what really is important to the forefront.
Mental
because
health.
The mental health portion of it. And this is, I'm a very strong advocate of mental health, because at the end of the day, it's something that in our generation, in our culture, we didn't take serious. And
can-
right now with these kids that are in the streets shooting each other and killing each other, they're not being taken seriously. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the scars, they'll tell you that they healed. The scars do not heal if you're just putting a Band-Aid on top of it, but you keep snatching it off. They're not going to heal.
As an advocate of mental health myself,
Yeah.
okay, we have to be careful when we assign that to certain situations, okay? Because
So you don't
when
think that was a
somebody
mental
gets
health
when somebody gets angry, you know what I'm saying?
So you
There's
don't
not
think
all
that
the-
that was a mental
I
breakdown?
think
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of
He at the
context
end
of the stuff
story,
that
not
you
at
have
the
saying.
beginning.
Now that man cried on stage for 10 minutes giving his acceptance.
Hold on. I think that there's other context that is added that is missing also when you add that on. But you can't just. You still have to take responsibility for your actions,
He did.
regardless
He did.
of
He
what,
did.
Who
you know
said
what I'm
he
saying.
did?
He took responsibility.
He
Well,
did. He took
we
responsibility.
are trying to absolve him for it by
He did.
acting like, oh, it's just mental health.
Support.
The man got
true.
mad
Support
and
Will
slapped
Smith.
somebody.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Support Will Smith.
After years for
I support Will
bullying,
Smith.
I do too. I'm right.
We're not canceling Will Smith. We're
You
not
ain't-
canceling Will
you ain't
Smith.
You ain't gotta cancel him.
I support Will Smith.
But it's still what he did.
Just
is
say that,
wrong.
EJ. Say that.
You know what
Say,
I'm saying?
I support Will
Rock
Smith.
did for
You know what
years
I'm
was
saying?
Say, I
wrong,
support
too.
Will Smith.
No.
Because Chris Rock done
No.
pushed black women on his neck all his
But
entire career.
that's been normalized though.
I would say, yeah, man, y'all gotta stop this.
Chris
man.
Rock
y'all gotta
is-
stop
that's
this.
true.
Y'all throw these general terms out, mental
Because
health
they're not
and
terms.
and
Look,
black
look.
women Black,
If y'all
if you
all-
don't like
y'all
black
all
women,
can't
if you don't
relate.
agree with this
If
subject
you're
and
not
stuff
a
like
black
that,
woman,
you know what I'm saying?
you should
Come on,
not-
man.
If you are not a black woman,
And
you
the
should
black
not
man
be
did it, and I'm a black man, so you shouldn't count. Then, so if that's how we gonna do it,
I-
you should have nothing to say.
I support Will Smith.
You know what I'm saying? You
And
should
I
have
do
nothing to
too.
say because
I
the black
support
man
Will
actually
Smith.
did it. Then
I support
He
Will
did
Smith.
it in support of a black woman.
I support Will Smith.
He needs to
We're not
support
canceling-
himself.
We're not canceling Will Smith. He did. He
Never
went to
ever.
rehab.
As a matter,
All of them got more money than we do.
Oh
I
God.
know that right.
Irrelevant. Still did what I do.
Don't count my pocket.
All right, man. DJ playing the music loud as a motherfucker, trying to get me shut up. But I can talk loud too, though. But however, like First Lady always says, spread love and not hate,
That right.
and don't hit people for no reason.
That right.